did it to them.
Welcome to another episode of Work Wednesdays, where we try to make the middle of the week feel like vacation. But let's be real, it's still damn Wednesday. I'm your host, Rashad.
I'm Carlos.
DQ.
All right, let's get right into it, guys. Talking about education versus trade. Why do y'all not believe that society pushes trade more? Because if we're being real, we always say education, and I'm not knocking education because it's key, but I think trades are just as important.
Oh, it is. They the one that making the real bank. I think society don't know nothing. It's kind of what we talked about the last episode. It's a social media world where everybody superstars, everybody presidents, or these big time actors, actresses, models. So, glamour. That's what it is. Where these trade schools or these trade jobs is not as glamorous. You don't get, your back tap after you unclog a toilet, or you know what I'm saying, or change a tire. You don't get that,
But it's important though.
it's super important. It's essential. It's essential.
I think, man, I honestly think that we need to bring back trade schools because it's dying. You don't see no young construction workers. You don't even see. And I don't even think they teach home ec in school no more.
So that's what I'm curious about though, because when we was in school, they had all that stuff.
They did.
To the point where they had welding, they had agriculture. You can basically do a whole bunch of things. That's why shout out to Tweed County.
Facts.
We did have a dual seal school where we taught both college prep and tech prep.
Yep.
I think that definitely need to bring it back. I think it needs to be a vital point because that's a key point to our backbone. That what happened in COVID. All the essential business was those people who had trades, and they make the best of it.
I think as Shad said, you got to bring it back. But the only thing is, today's kids, I feel like, man, they don't even want to work at McDonald's or Wendy's. So being out in the hot sun and doing hard work like that, I just don't feel like they with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I go through the McDonald's drive-through. What you want? What kind of customer service is that? I don't want nothing. You gotta ask like that.
I feel you, but we gotta be real though. You at McDonald's, not Chick-fil-A.
But that don't mean the service should listen
For
though.
sure, but you paying for a dollar burger. Yeah.
I don't think McDonald's got the dollar mean no more.
Yeah.
They probably don't, but I'm just saying you paying a dollar.
But there's a big
you go to
difference.
Yeah, 100%. You go get what you pay for, and that's the
But
essentially
I'm still paying them though.
100%.
So why can't I ain't saying you gotta be like, hey sir, how you doing? But how can I help you? Something simple. But what you want,
But you
your
gotta
machine
think about it,
always
man.
broke. Like the least you could do is be nice.
But you got to think about it, man. Nowadays, a lot of the morals that we probably grew up on, principles, a lot of these kids don't care because they don't think they have to follow. That's back to what we talked about on last episode, entitlement. Like they feel entitled, so they don't have to say excuse me. They don't have to say thank you, And those are, to us, that's common courtesy. Like something that, you don't have to think it just happened. But to everybody, it's not like that. Not if you're not raised like that.
And I think that's a big part of the problem too. In homes now you got I ain't just gonna say nah. Even when we were growing up, you had some of us who wouldn't say yes sir, no ma'am, whatever the case may be. And I think that's something taught. You know what I'm saying? I was always raised like anybody older than you need to say yes sir, no sir, and whatever. But I also think this too though. We don't talk about this. Your older folk, they need to show you respect too. And so I've heard younger people say, well, they don't respect me, so I ain't gonna respect them. I get what they saying, but it still don't give, in my opinion, don't give you a reason to just disrespect them.
No,
It's a way. No, it's a way. It's a way to say everything. It's a way to approach it. To be respectful from both parties.
no, you just got to get on your dailies. You know what I'm saying?
Daily deposit.
100%. Treat people how you want to be treated, speak to people how you want to be speak to, and listen to be understood. So if you do those three things, which is your daily deposits, you're gonna be a lot further than when you once was. I think that's the whole point of respect. Walk around, give penitentiary rules. I know a lot of people don't know that about penitentiary rules, but just give you a little school or something, right? Right? Penitentiary rules is you ain't finna go and disrespect this next man. You ain't finna go disrespect this next man. So
Consequences come with it.
consequences come with it. So like you can't walk around just disrespecting anybody. So if you walk around give respect, that person gonna do at the bare minimum return that energy you just gave. Right? So if you give that respect, they gonna give that respect back minimum just cause you did it. Right? And not even knowing. That's how energy works. You know what I'm saying? So like you get out what you put in.
But I want to go back to you said, I'm going to McDonald's, you ain't going to Chick-fil-A. While that may be true,
Processes.
right, but you still, I mean, they really should look at Chick-fil-A as motivation. Like,
100%.
this is what we need to do so we can get there.
100%, but it go from the top though. So you gotta understand, Chick-fil-A don't open on Sunday because of they believe in,
Right.
exactly. It's religion based where it's business with McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? They don't. It's really a real estate company. They don't
That's how they
really
make their money. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about the person.
How
'cause
you
they
feel.
because essentially they already got paid at the end of the day.
Right.
And that's why it's a trickle effect. It started at top, as like I'm saying, comparing the two. Chick-fil-A owner don't play that. That's why he respect people Sundays. That's why he for you to even exactly for you. Couple years on Work Wednesday, we just gonna talk about the two franchises, right? Chick-fil-A franchise, you have to actually work every position, right, before you can actually become an owner. Where McDonald's, you can just have the money, buy the real estate, and you're in business. So there was two different processes. What I was saying, and that obviously it shows to the outside world, but that's why Chick-fil-A is Chick-fil-A and McDonald's McDonald's.
So you get your correct sauce, Just
So
it's-
quick question. So while we on comparing the franchises and because Chick-fil-A is more like a trade. It's something that you're growing in and it can actually become from a trade to basically like you being your own owner.
I'm gonna say
So-
McDonald's can do that too, though.
McDonald's can, but quick question: if we had to do it over, we can start with DQ, and you had to pick a trade. What trade would you do?
Ooh, that's a good question. If I had to do it over, I think I'd be an electrician. Some kind of architect, some dealing with either electrical or construction.
I would say construction for me. Mainly because that's actually like the first thing I was introduced to as a teenager with my dad. Like every Saturday, we're really Monday through Saturday. I mean, most people wouldn't even know this, but I know how to put on shingles. I know how to lay sheetrock, like them all the things that my dad. I know how to do more than
The
that.
basics, essentials, you gotta
Yeah,
have
that's,
that.
Right.
that's
So I
that's
can-
good though.
Potentially, when I be in my house, there's money to be saved because I know how to do certain.
Yeah.
things. So that's what I pick. But
I
What
think-
about you, Ray?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna do HVAC.
That's a good one.
I don't know not one person that want to be hot, and I don't know anybody in the wintertime want to be cold.
That's a fact.
And people gonna pay to get that AC fixed.
Yeah, and you
Premiums.
and you know about that HVAC, you gotta call your electrician to be able to hook
Oh, to
it up.
wire it up. Yeah.
you gotta have a house built to even have
Hey, and y'all out there that be boosting copper, don't come take my copper out my HVAC system now.
Hey, they sure do that. I done had a cover stuff boosted on me, but check to the first episode.
You might want to play around and come pick up some coffee.
Oh yeah, but yeah, man, I definitely would do that, man, because I know, that's just like you gotta have, nowadays you gotta pretty much in these cities now you gotta either have a car. It's not like it used to be where you had public transportation. So, shoot, right now you gotta have a car and somewhere to stay. Shoot, HVAC, you gotta have some heat and you gotta have some AC.
Speaking of staying, I want to talk about football and basketball. A lot of the times, we're only introduced to basketball in football, and I guess you could say baseball. But why, or should we be introduced to other sports outside of football and basketball?
Of course, I think a lot of it just comes to resources. You think about, you just say, you even kind of on the cusp talk about baseball. You got to think about baseball is an expensive sport, and it's a year-round sport where these kids pay $1,200, $1,500 for a just one golf weekend. I mean, not golf weekend, baseball weekend. But you think about golf. I just brought up golf. That's another expensive sport.
Cheerleading.
Okay, I'm not saying cheerleading, but of course,
2,500.
cheerleading. But I'm just saying, it's multiple sports. It's baseball, it's golf, it's fencing, it's lacrosse,
Soccer.
it's soccer. It's a lot of these sports that we don't really have access to. That's just because a lot of it is just representation.
Right.
The first thing we see is a football, basketball, rapper, singer, actor. So that's the first thing we kind of, go lean towards because that's the first thing we see and we can recognize ourselves into it. I just think it just kind of go to resources and, access. People got to be able to see themselves to be able to kind of go in it. But I think we trending. Eastside Golf is a black company that's sponsoring golf athletes. Then you got Simone Biles, who's gymnast. Obviously, we have daughters, me and Ray. So, things like that, I feel like a lot of it just access and the knowledge. Like, our high school, we just had 4 sports. Literally, 4 sports.
Right.
Football, basketball, baseball, track. Like,
Wow.
so we ain't even had the opportunities to do anything else. So it's just more so just getting exposure.
Them boys had a point. They went to a .58. They didn't even go to single A, double A. .58.
Crazy.
4 sports.
Crazy thing about it, we would have thrashed running robin. And on top of that,
All the way.
come on, man.
Sleep.
What is a demon?
Come on, bro. Let's be
You
real.
live in one of Robbins. You know what's going on.
What is a demon?
You live in one of Robbins. You want to get
I'm
you some
God.
tickets? You want me to get some season tickets?
It's
You
a-
live down. You know what's going on.
It's so crazy. You living out them boy. Them boy got them chips. You got the same chip I got.
Hey, it be like that. Everybody have a downtime, but hey,
Oh, see, we went down.
hold on. We had championships before that, before me and after me.
I'm talking about during.
During,
I said we gonna thrash
I came at the
y'all.
wrong time. No, you wouldn't.
This
No,
ain't about
never.
championship.
Y'all didn't have enough people.
You
You can't win a game with 12 people.
Cap.
No,
We want a bunch of
we
them.
had, bro. We had
Bunch of
bro.
them.
We had 100 some players on the thing.
Only 11 can suit up though.
No, all
Only
of them can
11
suit
can
up.
go up there right there.
Man, listen, our JV would have beat y'all.
Cap.
Yeah.
You gonna sit up here in front of these people?
Cap.
Why am I lying for?
I don't know why you doing it. Honestly, I don't know why you doing
That's
it.
why Tweet kind of recruit me. I just didn't want to go down to school. too.
Nah, let's be real. He wouldn't have made it down there in the pit.
Cap.
He wouldn't have made it down there in the pit, man. We would have rolled.
I can't listen.
Shout out to my boy from the county. They know.
I'm down there at the
We would have
football
took him
game.
over there to the track and heard Rambo. That boy wouldn't have came back.
Man,
Turned a lot of people into basketball players.
man, stop.
We turned a lot of people into basketball players.
Stop it.
It's all right, man.
What?
But anyway,
What? You ain't got
but
something
no,
now.
everybody knows that's a lie, bro. Listen,
No,
y'all want to score a point, bro.
That cap.
You know they could just call our region SEC of football, right?
Cap.
The region I was in. Lounge, but also cold.
You keep talking about all them.
Right.
You talking about all them.
when I was there.
For sure. You talking about
we-
all them.
We was in these.
We talking about
games with
you.
these boys. What are you talking
We
about?
can say all the schools
Bro,
that
I'm going against the
we
best
play
of the
too.
best. I'm the only,
but guess what, though?
Division One prospect on my team. The other team got 7, 8.
No, look, time out. That's your fault because you took your money. You took that money and go down.
And what?
Look,
and so?
all right, then. So don't get mad at your team, so.
Hey, it was a business. It
Don't
was
get mad at your team,
It was a
son.
business decision.
Yeah, you made one, and you end up in Trashville. It's all right, bro.
What was your record this year?
Hey, man, we gotta
You want to know my record? What our record? We were 12-2.
12-1, I thought it was.
Nah, we lost the playoff game.
Oh yeah.
So it was 12-2.
True.
We lost the game before the championship game. Even though
And your
technically we got cheated.
Your-
Technically we got cheated. Darlington. So look, check this
Don't
out.
get cheated because you ain't- nobody when you don't have no
That's
kind of
cap,
name for
bro.
yourself, they gonna
That's
teach
cap. That's cap, bro.
What our name got to do with?
you. They ain't got no name. You ain't got no.
Nah,
no history.
we just ain't had no money.
No
That's
history.
what it was. Darlington wet the field. They called like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Y'all should've got better
like
players.
10-7.
Cause Josh Bowden scored one of the touchdowns.
Man,
The
we
first one.
come on, man. We lost 10-7.
Man, listen,
we averaged 30 points a game.
We used to take 2 pair of cleats. You go out
Average
there,
30
make
points a
sure.
game.
But y'all probably can have that type of stuff.
You don't have no argument. Anyway,
Ooh.
going back to what we were talking about, these kids should be introduced to a lot of more sports. And I know Quay said it's the
you want to know,
represent-
on some real stuff, to get back on top, you want to know why we choose football and basketball? Because some of that stuff come easy to some of.
but that's not always good because it come easy. Go ahead though.
But you got to think about it. It comes easy. Some kids just naturally can jump, run, do everything. You know, they just naturally gifted. And a lot of the other sports, it don't matter how much talent you got. I learned that with golf. It don't matter how big, fast, strong. If you don't keep that chin down and do all the technique, that ball ain't going nowhere. So it don't, like, golf is different. So
But a lot of it is you got to be introduced to it. Though.
Right.
If you know, a lot of the people you comparing yourself to, they've been playing since they were 5, 6, 7.
Correct.
Same thing how you was running the ball at that age. So it's it's kind of the same thing.
It's not even, and what y'all both have valid points, but I've also heard kids say too that, oh, bro, playing soccer, that junk soft, playing this or that.
soccer ain't soft because it's really football with no equipment, but they still would knock you out.
But I don't understand why in our mind or as a mindset we view certain sports like that as soft. I don't get it.
Mentally, man, it's just again
Program.
it's kind of like it's representation. So like, if you don't play football, basketball, you ain't no rapper, actor,
You ain't nobody,
you ain't nobody.
and that ain't true.
And as far as it's the furthest from the truth, because
So we
even
need-
talking about
we
going
need
back to the trade school.
Spelling bees. For real. They don't do that in school no more, bro. Like, you don't really hear nobody talking about spelling. When we came up, bro, you had to have spelling
I was in a couple of
Yeah,
them.
so
So.
I'm saying, like, the basics, like spelling bees or, what's those other, like, those, I don't know if kids even do AR reading no more. Like, we had to do these things.
What is that?
Like, AR reading? Oh, y'all went to county now. Oh, y'all know nothing about that. So AR reading was like,
So you
read-
hold on, man.
So
you
you read,
you ain't finna talk. You ain't finna talk to me like that.
we read books.
Because
we
I'm
read
a
books, and you
borderline
take tests on them.
genius.
You take tests on them, but
I ain't gotta entertain it because I know where I stand. I know I'm smart.
But no, but it's real though. Like you say though, you know, I know we're making jokes, but like you say, Quid, certain schools don't have the access. Like me, a lot of stuff I didn't know about until I went when I West Side. It was a newer school, but we didn't really have a lot of those resources. Like certain schools, certain counties, all their counties got the access to this stuff.
But we got access now, so why is it not necessarily? I think you did say it's slowly changing, but why is it slowly changing? I
Because
mean,
a lot, man. Let's be real. A lot of these people who have made it, they first generation. So you comparing yourself to, man. Think about Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer. People know Arnold Palmer for a drink. This is a golfer, right? Where you think about his lineage and how his kids and family, has been a part of the game. Where our first person will be from our neighborhood, right? And a lot of times we see the person in our neighborhood and we think we can't do that, right? Oh, that guy was special. Oh, that guy, and you can do the same thing. So,
it's a mentality.
it's a mentality, it's a spirit. That's kind of like I was talking. It's funny because I was talking to my grandmama earlier just about, spirits or whatever. And,
I know.
Just
Miss Piggy had a serious conversation with you.
we have these heart to hearts, right? And it's funny just cause I just think about like my upbringing, and you don't really know until you go somewhere else and experience something else. And a lot of time, like technically on the outside world was poverty. We on the lower end of the wealth spectrum.
Right.
But I never felt that. We was always rich in spirit. Anything I wanted, we always
And then you
got.
gotta think
We
about
always
it.
made it happen.
They
you know
made
what
a
I'm
way.
saying?
They made a way, and they made a way for us, and we didn't have to pay to see it.
100%.
Like you say, that's why I always say this to people. Like, I don't care if you go to college for a semester, 2 semesters, just get away and experience something. Like, just experience them outside. Because when you come home, you be like, man, this is backward. Like this it got to be better. You know, not just backward, but it's better out there.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying? Because
right,
if you don't never leave, you don't never know.
Again, but they kind of go back to your spirit, right? Kind of the mentality. That's that broke. You know what I'm saying? That is, people think broke is money, wallet. That's what you feel me? And it's not.
Deeper than that.
It's, oh my God, the spirit. It's a broke spirit. Like I'm saying, like even what I was raised in, technically on the outside, was poverty. We ain't have enough. But to me, we was rich. You feel me? And that ended up showing, right? Because of the blessing that I got to be able to play football, right? And then because I was rich in spirit. Everything I got, I was grateful. I was,
But you also
treated for that 100%. I mean, you got to. You obviously got to work. Nothing don't happen. You don't just wake up and be anything, right? You got to put some kind of forth effort. 10,000 hours. Like people don't understand. It take 10,000 hours to be an expert, right? And we talking about the football aspect of it. It took so much time and sacrifices, so much just discipline, to even get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Leading practice and you still out there running routes after we gone home.
You know what I'm saying? Just that, and you got to do it. And that's something that is, that's the basics. That's bare minimum.
It's like you said, like we said, it's all mental. It's a mental thing. And speaking of mental, black men and mental health, man, it's a sensitive topic, but I think it's something that none of us talk about. When I said none of us, I ain't just talking about us. I'm just talking about across the world. We don't talk about black men and mental health. And I know me growing up, mental health was really, I don't want to say a foreign thing to me, but it was nothing I was encouraged to do as a black man. Yeah. And I ain't ashamed to say it. No, I got a therapist, you know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of it. And I encourage any black man, black young guy to get in it because it could unveil some things, some traumas things that we don't like to talk about.
Things that we really don't even know we had. Like my therapist, I started like maybe like a year or two ago, like, and I feel the same way. Like some things that we felt like we would be judged by talking to somebody that don't know us. They give us a better insight on how to deal with certain things, you know. And don't be afraid to do it. Like I was kind of certain stuff you don't want to talk about because you're like oh man, I ain't trying to be vulnerable. But we got to stop thinking as men that there's not a time to be vulnerable. Like and stop having too much pride for like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like we all here to help each other.
It's the devil.
And that's one of the things I noticed with black men across the board. We so prideful. We too prideful to say I need help, and we see it as a sign of weakness.
Ego.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Ego is though.
Yeah, I know exactly what ego is. You
edging God out.
Yeah. Oh, I was going somewhere else with that, but okay.
That's ego.
Yeah.
That's what you can be able to all the situation you talking about, right? Where being prideful. When you think about it, pride. Anybody got pride? That's the devil. So when when you hear pride, that's the devil. Because again, ego, pride is sense of ego. Ego is edging God out. That's meaning somebody. I'm trying to get the glory rather than the man who really is supposed to get it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's a bit, but not to cut you off, DQ, but I think that's a big part of the issue. Like we try to satisfy man so much, not realizing. I mean, they're gonna talk about you regardless. So if they're gonna talk about you, let them be talking about something positive about you. You know what I'm saying? You getting the help. First off, you recognizing that there's a problem is a start.
Yeah.
And then getting the help about your problem. It's not solved to go get help, go get therapists, counseling, whatever you want to call it. And so I think us as guys gotta stop one, making each other feel bad about counseling. Because what does that really say about you?
We just gotta stop. We just as a culture, we gotta stop feeling tried all the time.
Why?
Like a lot of guys have lost their life over he tried me.
Oh, bro, he tried me. I'm finna just slide.
Man, if I feel tried about something, just say I feel some type of way about anything somebody said, I'm gonna pull them to the side and have a conversation.
Right.
Might not be right then because I know tempers can be flares, things can go crazy, but I'm gonna say something to him later, like, hey man, I didn't like how you said this. You know what I'm saying? No problem, but let's just talk about it. As men, we gotta be able to talk, communicate with each other and just have that like fellowship. Like, we was talking about fellowship and bring back like.
But that's soft though. That's soft.
It's not soft, but we gotta.
That's what they think.
That's the mentality. But we gotta bring back like fellowship and then and family men getting together and doing things. Talk. How can I make you a better? How can we help each other be better men? Whether it's relationships or whether it's in our kids' life. Because sometimes, and I can be I can hold myself accountable. Sometimes we get so busy trying to build a life for our kids that we miss out on certain things that they're doing. And I know I hold myself accountable because I'm one of those people. I'm trying to build a life for them and things for them that I miss time on certain things. So like, we gotta have I gotta have y'all guys and plus Gary behind the scenes. We gotta have each other where, hey man, you sleeping on this. I'm gonna tell you, hey, you sleeping on this, man. Like, hey, just look into it, man. Just think about it, And, and it shouldn't be no, oh man, I ain't, no back and forth. Like, anytime somebody say something to me, I might not like it, but I'm gonna think about it because I'm like, well, it's a reason they said it. You know what I'm saying?
And as black guys, we don't like to search each other. We love to say, man, bro said what he said. He pissed me off, made me mad. But what bro said to you, was it true today? Is that the reason you mad? Because of what he said, you knew it was true, so it hit you. So you feel some type of way. So now you want to fight, and you might lose. I mean, I don't know if they can fight, but I'm saying.
Hey, we can bring back. Hey, we can bring back the boxing gloves and one leg in the tie now.
But see, nobody don't think about boxing glove no more. It's all about
Boy, gonna spray.
that's it. And so we taking away lives, which I don't know why we don't value lives like we used to. I mean, folks.
We understand, bro. I just
It's not,
keep the book.
you're not gonna be revived, bro. It's not like Grand Theft Auto. You die and you're gonna be revived or something like. That's the way these young kids they living like they got 9 lives. Like, oh, we gonna have a shootout and we gonna make it through if you get shot in the head. But really, and when I was that age, when I was 13 and 14, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to chase a little chick and I was playing sport. I wasn't thinking about none of that crazy stuff like trying to shoot nobody because that just our difference is, bro. The music we grew up on was more of hustling music, how to make it out, and the music that they're growing up on is more like spin the block, this and that and that. Yeah, like so it's kind of a corruption at the same time, and it's just like it's the music, bro.
But I will say this too. The mental part of celebrities when you telling the kids this ain't right, but you promoting it. And yeah, I get it. It's a marketing thing. It's a money thing. I get all that. But are you valuing the money over
So
the kids?
I mean, so you saying essentially, can we use an example of something like that?
Oh yeah. Let me see the best example.
Future, because Nicki Minaj said Future don't do drugs, so he talk about it, but he don't do it. She's like he's a lightweight when it comes to like alcohol, anything, drug. He don't do drugs, so we can talk about Future.
So
Molly Percocets.
Yeah.
These kids don't know he's doing this to sell music because it sounds good as something he might have seen somebody else do. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make a song about this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I just want to get make sure we on the same page.
Right.
So you saying because we're using Future, is it Future fault? That's what you're asking.
No.
That's what you're asking.
Nah,
You're posing the question
never.
is you. I mean,
I'm
essentially, do
I'm
you
saying he
saying
can't
do he take responsibility of the things that he's saying? That's essentially what you're saying.
He really don't have to because it's an art. So he's
I mean, it's entertainment.
entertainment.
It's
Yeah.
entertainment,
So he's selling
but-
something.
And I get that. Again, I ain't taking away the marketing part of it, the selling it, but I think too, and I can't remember the rapper who it was. It wasn't Future, but there was some rapper who said like basically, I'm promoting this, but I don't even live this lifestyle. So and I get you can't control the kids.
I mean, that's essentially this one again.
I'm not saying hold them
For
responsible.
sure, but it's an entertainment business. At some point, we have to take responsibility, and I mean, we parents, community, the leaders.
So are you
right?
saying fight that?
Well,
They gonna
can't
put-
fight. I'm
What's the
saying
fight?
this is the same thing as Grand Theft Auto. It's the same thing as violent movies. It's an art of expression of somebody. Now, I can tell you that, hey, bruh, get in their car, drive 100 miles per hour, go right over the bridge. Don't even worry about it. If you go do it,
That's on you.
100%.
Crash dummy.
I mean, essentially, at some point, you got to take responsibility, right? So it's like I understand what you're saying. What is
Right.
it's the catch-22.
Yeah,
You feel me? So it's,
Where's the balance at? I
it
mean,
ain't, but that's kind of
You know
go
what?
to as far as like the structure of everything. It's, you know what I mean? It's like what hey, is you understanding this is just music?
And they don't.
Y'all want to know something though? I'm gonna be real. Well, me and Quavo, I'm saying I don't listen to like, you know what I'm saying, that beat 'em up, shoot 'em bang bang music. I just listen to like some chill music. I might listen to some like, get money music or something, but I don't really listen to like that kill 'em type music because whatever you feed your mind, bro,
Well,
like that was on your mind, bro.
Facts.
Like so, you know what I'm saying? Like wake up in the morning, listen to that now, like I'm on some like
I start my morning
chill
with gospel,
stuff.
bro. And they don't make me a saint because I start my morning with gospel.
I mean,
but
what
that's
if you
for
listen
me.
to Kurt
Yeah.
Franklin? He telling you to stomp, and you don't know if he tell you stomp somebody out, stomp the floor. What you mean?
Hey man,
I'm messing with
come on, man.
Stomp.
Hey, Kurt Franklin, I'm telling you, I ain't got nothing to do with that boy.
Kurt, I'm a heavyweight, bro. You probably like slimmer weight, and I just made it up. But you cool. You been
You
around for
calling him
decades.
out?
Bro, it sound like he trying to put the
Oh,
gloves
I'm
on,
telling
getting
you,
that
I'm
tie.
telling you.
Come on, oh hey, Exhibition.
Bro think he an artist. He over there looking like Real Run.
oh hey man, he
Come
got
on, man.
jokes.
Oh man,
Got Coolio over here.
come on, man over here like Real Run.
But yeah, man, even
Where your sidekick at, bitch?
Reverend Stevens right here, man. What you mean?
now what I got to do with this?
I don't know, Reverend Stevens.
Since I'm Reverend Steve.
I mean, everybody has an
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Your Bob he really drew that line. He really did his thing. He did a big one.
He did it big one.
Mr. Rock out. He hate, bro.
Mr. Rock out.
He
Hey,
hate.
we're gonna bring you on the show, cut people up, leave the paint at home.
Nah, I'm straight.
He the paint out. God, your body.
Shout out to you, boy, man.
Oh, yeah, man. We just joking, man. We had hard work.
It's
get up-
fiber. It's fiber.
It's hard work to get up on Sunday morning and give somebody a free fade,
Facts.
which you line my man's up. Hey, shout out to you.
Oh,
You know, just a little lack on the enhancement.
Yeah.
My boy like the enhancement though, cause you be on TV.
Oh, yeah, I feel
respect.
you.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
It ain't nothing but love.
Respect.
But just believe. I got y'all though. Anyway,
Respect.
I'm all
I hope so.
slick.
I hope so. I hope so. Mental health.
Tell her to take the can't go off.
That's how we're gonna do it. How we're gonna do it. I'm really gonna tell both of y'all to take it out, but I ain't even gonna do it.
Look, man, I'm a G.
Oh yeah, I'm cool too.
Oh,
man.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, and it's
Follow
that
the
natural
leader.
sign.
My boy over there with that can't go.
That natural sign, entrepreneur, all
That
that.
boy-
It's just a natural melody, just
My boy.
shine. You feel me?
My boy don't know he real run or LL.
That man, yeah, crazy.
That boy don't know he real run or LL, boy. That's smooth.
Crazy.
But what we just did is an example of showing you that black men can have fun, man, and not take it to heart. Like,
See, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. And this is something that I ended up learning because I just talked about my mental health. A lot of things, and I also think I don't want to say it's newer. It's just everybody, everybody got social media now. It's more talked about, right? It's more worldwide. We can easily assess the conversation.
Yeah.
So like just me leaving, going to Michigan, 12 hours away, no family, and you had to do a lot of hard things.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What you thought when you seen all that snow for the first time?
So I thought it was cool.
Cause we ain't never
The
seen
pro-
snow in the
yeah,
South, not like
so
that.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was cool, until you gotta live in it. Like,
Because nothing
the
don't stop
next
them.
day, you feel me? You gotta walk in the ice. Now you gotta know what black ice is. You gotta watch out for black ice. Yeah, it's different. It's different. However, though, I went up there, and I was able to. My first time actually getting a therapist, I was 18. Right? Did a lot of tests, did a lot of things. I learned a lot about myself. I was able to, obviously, I feel like grow. And when I got up there and started doing therapy, mind you, I'm 18 doing this. Now I'm 32. You feel me? And I know you don't know. I know none of you guys didn't know that.
I do.
But it's like being in that environment, you learn and talking about your traumas, talking about the situation, talking about your environments, right? And just the decisions you had to make. You understand you already won. If you living and you breathing, you already won. So why I'm defending myself? So I shouldn't defend myself. So if I have to defend myself, if I have to do that, why? I need to change my energy. I need to remove myself from that. And that's something that I learned at 18. And I obviously started to move in a certain way, which allowed me to elevate in both off the field and on the field as well. I think obviously go hand in hand. So getting with the right mentors, getting with the right people, actually preaching what you teaching. You get what I'm saying? Walking the walk. And those days gonna be hard. That's what
Amen.
you also got to understand about mental health. It is a everyday battle,
It is.
right? You wake up every day. Like me myself, obviously, I feel like I'm great.
But not to cut you
Nah,
off,
you good.
you said mental health is a battle, and I'm not trying to be too optimistic here, but when you look in the Bible, it tells us the battle ain't ours,
Oh,
it's
I
His.
mean,
okay.
So we mess up. Now, I'm gonna let you get there. We mess up by fighting a battle that we should know, or based off of the Bible again, ain't ours. So what are you trying to accomplish
So
by worrying?
for sure. So the battle, what I mean is the battle is in yourself, right? That's who you battle. So just me personally, every day, that's shout out to daily deposits, right? This is the reason why I am who I am. But it's you. What I mean by you battling every day is you battling your reflection. You're battling every doubt that's coming in your mind. You doubt every word that's coming in your mind. You like you just said, right? You give it to God. So what you supposed to do? You supposed to go pray and leave it there,
let it go.
right?
And
Pray.
most times we don't do that.
We don't do that, and that's the problem. So if you praying and you still worrying, what you doing?
You really wasting time.
Exactly. So that's because faith without work is
Dead.
come
And
on. So like
we talk about that often too. Like, even man quit, I might just hit him up. If I ain't hear from him like the day before, like, bro, you straight? Like, you good? Like, we just hit you like, you good? Then you might not even talk no more for the rest of the day to make sure somebody good. Cause I know me sometimes, bro, like I'm always happy and stuff. But when you alone, bro, sometimes you think about everything. Like what I could have done better. Why is this happening? And those spirits, demons, whatever you want to call them, they can really take over your mind and make you do some things you don't want to do at the time.
yeah,
So that's why it's good to have people to call you, check on, even if it's like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? My dad is big in this. Like, my dad, we don't have a big family, like, but me and my dad, our relationship hadn't always been great, but we real good now. Like, shoot, I can be out of town or something. And if I answer the phone, he would call me 7, 8 times. But I respect that because it's some people that don't have nobody to check on them and want somebody like, dang, like, I wish somebody could call me and check on them. So I respect when people call or take time to text you like, hey, you good, or you made it where you going. You know what I'm saying? That makes a person feel real good because some people don't have that, bro. And that they might be like, I heard, I don't know if y'all heard, like Kevin Gates said, I think during COVID, he said he was just such in like a like bad mental space, and he was just like, man, I'm about to just. He was like, he about to really like kill himself because he just said everything was going wrong. He was like, he couldn't really do what he loved doing, which was like performing and stuff, and he was just stuck in the house. And he said he went to the gym, man. He said He was like, I wasn't gonna work out. I went to the gym, and he said he met some random dude. They started talking, man. And the dude said, man, this workout made me feel like a great person, man. He was like, man, I look up to you because I watch your workout stuff. And Kevin was like, that little thing right there really made his mind snap out of that evil spirit, bro.
So, and what I would say, you said when you get by yourself, that's when the
Your mind
demons, the
racing.
enemy, and it's racing, and the demon and the enemy is trying to take over. And what I have learned based off of my personal experience, one of the worst things you can do is get by yourself when you know you face with battle that I'm not gonna say you can't overcome, but you can't overcome it by yourself. And I think as black guys, sometimes we try to get in this world. I know I can't speak for nobody else, but you get in this space where, oh man, I can tackle life, I can do it by myself, I don't need nobody. And that's a dangerous place to be. You shut everybody out. No, you're not letting nobody in. And so what I am learning is it's okay to be vulnerable, but make sure you're being vulnerable with the right person because it's hard to trust people nowadays. I'm not knocking that, but if you know you can find that one person, and it may not be a person in your family. For some folk, you may not be able to talk to people in your family, but you got to find that outlet because what'll happen is you get all this stuff balled up in you, and it takes one little thing just take you overboard. And this thing, you done did something that you can't take back, potentially losing your freedom. And I've heard young guys that I have mentored and talked to. One of the biggest things that I've heard of, one of the biggest reasons for them turning to the streets is because
They want to feel love.
they want to feel love, and they have no love. And going back to our last episode, we talked about the church. You know, they say you go in the church, they ain't really showing you love. They want to judge you because you might be a dope boy. You do this, you do that. And so, me being a mentor and helping young guys understand, like, bro, look, we can be men and still love each other. It ain't nothing like that. People, I hear nowadays, oh, bro, I love you, ain't no homo, bro. You don't even have to say no homo. You can love another brother. It ain't got to be no homo. We know it ain't no homo.
That's part of the culture, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's just lingo. I feel you, but that's just lingo. We got to be careful with our words, and that's kind of because it trick our mind mentally because we don't really take it serious.
And that's the thing. We just say, we just talk. Like you said, we just talk, and we not really thinking about what we say.
Words are
But
powerful, man. The power of the tongue, speak life or death. So you got to be careful of what you say. So you definitely got to be mindful.
so you just, what I do for me, and what I do don't work for everybody. I'm just putting out there what I do. Like I said, I start my day with gospel. You know, as a matter of fact, before you open my eyes, I try to make it my number one priority. Thank God for waking up, number one on the list. Because without him, you ain't nothing. And I make it my priority to put him first. Because if you start the day seeking him, or he said seek him first anyway. If you seek him first, ain't too much. I'm not saying you're not gonna have trials and tribulation, but you start off on such a good note, ain't too much can come in your way.
Yeah.
You might even just send some your way to see if you wrong from the last time your last reaction was. You know, it's just a test. Life is, man, I honestly think life is, I tell people that, my people that I know, I feel like life is a game and you just have to win at the game that you're in. Like, I feel like it's a game and you just got to you got to maneuver your way. It's kind of like the escape game. Like, okay, I made it out in my situation. I made it out of my neighborhood, South Macon. Okay, I went to college. I graduated. Okay, I excelled in the work world. I did that. Now I'm an entrepreneur. How can I get to that next level of, life or what I want to do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't. Like, we don't know where this journey in this game will take us. Like, I might not. Some people, I might not. Just because I was born in the United States, that don't mean I'm supposed to be here. I might supposed to live in another country. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just gonna stay on my journey and see where it leads me, and hope. And I pray, and I know it's gonna lead me the right way. So, what I'm saying, we just have to stay a course and run our own race. Like, and I'm not trying to run a 4.2 or 4.3 on my journey. I'm trying to, slow ride like Devo on the bike and look at the neighborhood and see where I'm going, man.
Yeah. So
it's Nah, I ain't talking about it. I ain't taking that for nobody. But I'm just riding slow and I'm just soaking it all in, man.
So I think with that mental wellness though is like what you just said, find a routine. Like your routine every morning is to give praise and listen to gospel music. That's the best thing. What I would say, give you a little bar for Work Wednesday for mental wellness is get you a morning routine, get you a night routine. If you get a morning and night routine, that's gonna put you on the game. So for when you wake up and you going to sleep, you know exactly what you're doing. It's gonna put you on a good mood and a good mindset to be able to make rash decisions rather than emotional and trying to do all these different things that just come to your mind. And that's the toughest thing though, because we have like I said earlier, where you wake up and you have these different battles, right? You're gonna have these different battles with yourself with all these different dreams, all these things that you want to do, and then when you walk outside your house, it's a million different influences, right? And it's hard to even stay locked into what you're doing. That's why you got to stay on your dailies, right? And because your goals, what you want to accomplish, and you got to actually see that every day. If you don't see it, it ain't gonna happen because nobody else is gonna make it happen for you. That's a big thing, right? The world don't owe you nothing. Nobody don't owe you nothing. Even your parents. You get to a certain point, like, yeah, you want your parents to do this, but they didn't, they raised you, they gave you food, they gave you opportunities, they probably told you this, you didn't listen.
Right.
Now, it's everybody else's fault. At some point, like, this is why I like to tell my little mentees, when you point a finger, right, you got a couple of them pointing at yourself. So if you take ownership first, right, it'll be easier interacting with everybody else because you know what you did wrong and you can own it, you can eat it, you can take accountability. Now it look different for you. Now people want to be, associated with you or want to give you time because you ain't got the big head and can't say you was wrong or you can't apologize. Like, I don't have no problems to apologize. I'm wrong a lot sometimes.
So bottom line is, what we telling our men? It's okay to get therapy, man. It's okay to get help.
Men, women, all.
Well, yeah,
Everybody,
yeah,
yeah.
Just mental health in itself, because it's tough. Go get it. It's okay to talk.
Take care of yourself.
And the thing about therapists, just the good thing about therapists can't tell your business. Sometimes the people you talking to, you don't need to be talking to them.
At all.
So,
All right, guys. So right now we getting ready to transition into the wellness check. We're gonna give it a name eventually. I don't know, Wellness Wednesdays, some, whatever we come up with. The wellness check will consist of is we're all gonna use a scale 1 through 10, removing the number 7, and we'll be rating where we're at mentally here today, right now. And then once we give that rate, we're going to explain why we're there, what's going on in our life, if you choose to do so. Right? So, man, let's start shot. Let's start with you, man. Where you at right now?
this morning I probably was at a 3 or 4, just because woke up to some news, something a tragedy. But I went for a walk this morning. Me and DQ went on a walk, and I say by now I'm probably like at an 8. I'm happy. I came to a conscious state that things happen for a reason. So I'm at an 8. I feel good. I got a roof over my head. Got some money in my pocket. I can. I'm blessed. I can't complain.
Right. And, bro, I want to send healing energy and my condolences as well,
Absolutely.
bro.
Absolutely.
For sure. For
Absolutely.
sure, from the Work Wednesday crew, man. So, Los,
Prayers.
where you at, bro?
8, man. Again, just knowing who I am, man, not seeing where I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the future holds, but I'm no psychic, but I just know that God got a plan for me, and I gotta just stay out the way and just try to tap into that. And so when you don't, as we talked about earlier in the podcast, giving it to God, man, and just realize that He'll fight it for you. It's His battle. You good, bro. So again, I'm not trying to paint the picture that everything is perfect, because that's far from true.
Right.
But I also understand that I'm in control of what I can control, and I'm gonna control that, and everything else, give it to God.
That what's up, bro. That what's up. DQ, talk to me, bro.
Okay, so we finna get lit right now. I'm a 10. I think I'm finna be a 10 for a year. Your boy just got inducted to
The Hall of Fame.
the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Appreciate you.
I hope they put the Spartan mask on your face.
You feel me? We getting these duels over here. Shout out to Michigan State, man. AD Allen Haller, the board that selected me. Like I said, I'm on a high. I don't want to say 10. I wake up with a 10, but realistically, I got some news today, as well as Shard. It's kind of not really close to me, but it's just a realization, right? Where we lost another brother to the, and the NFL fraternity lost another brother, Jacoby Jones, found. And it's kind of, just to be, to be real, that's why I say it started at a 10. Now, realistically, probably like 3 or 4. Just, the realization of we don't really know what's going on, man. And, it's a lot of
Prayers
us.
out to his family.
Yeah, it's a
Definitely sending love.
it's
good vibes.
to all my brothers that has been lost, and it's just crazy. He young,
Right.
40 years old. I played against him in Pittsburgh when you played with Pittsburgh.
They
So it's
won.
like, come on, bro, don't be disrespectful. Not today. Not today. Respect.
For sure.
Yeah, I am. Again, but you just don't know what's going on in the world, man, and it's scary for me. Just it make you think, make you be grateful, make you live in the moment, be where your feet at.
Yeah, 'cause it's happening way too often, man.
And they don't know. I don't know, man. I try to like I said, it's serious, but I try to, at the same time, it's life. We all don't make it out here alive.
Yeah.
Right? We all got a date, whenever that is.
You wanna
It's
know
just
something crazy?
it's just crazy.
You want to know something crazy? I think we spoke about this, me and you, before. You pass that date every year, and you don't even know what date it is. That's the crazy thing about it.
It's deep, bro.
Come on.
It's just like a birthday. It comes every year, but you don't know when it's gonna call you.
I never thought about it like that. That's true.
It's crazy, man. Just I don't know.
It's a saying, man. My best boy, shout out to Oren, he always say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Come on. I think Drake said that, but
Man, my boy really used to live that.
my boy, you talking about my boy Oren like he rap. Shout out to Oren.
No, but he live off of that.
For
Like
sure.
anytime,
But
I'm like, man,
he
why you
ain't
doing
say
this?
that, though.
I say, why? When
But he ain't say that,
doing
though.
this? Man, you gonna give my dog some props.
He ain't say it. He ain't say it.
But he didn't market that, like
Who?
copyright it.
Who?
I need to
Drake.
copyright that.
No, I know Drake copyright.
Hey, write that down,
mean,
Gary.
that's
I'm
his
gonna
thing,
copyright
but
that.
I'm
This is
saying
those in the song.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying, but who he talking about?
Oren.
Yeah,
But no, he used to live. If you knew how he was living like. I'm not here for a long time.
oh yeah, I ain't knocking him.
No, but for real though, man, we gotta learn to enjoy life. Like we can't just work, and we gotta enjoy life in the small things, small wins, everything that comes with it. You know what
Just
I'm saying?
love, man. Just
Love,
love. Obviously, we got to realize like anger, all these different type of emotions. Like, let it go. It's a moment. Don't let that snowball and be bigger than what it should be. Right?
You're not having a bad day. You're having a bad moment.
That's a real quote.
Mm,
Yeah.
That's a real.
yeah.
Now you got to pay me for that. Cause I gave him that. You know, it's all right.
I ain't be like that sometimes. Hey, real talk, like, real talk though, man. Yeah, life is good. Life is great.
All right, future. My buddy turned to every rapper. Hey, I'm telling you, they can't go powerful, boy.
Hey, boy,
I
hey.
need that energy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to be a model, man. I'm trying to, walk down the runway. Anybody I'm looking for, job.
Gotta have
it's
plastic
still-
surgery first.
It is work Wednesday.
right.
Yeah.
That's man, good conversation, man. Good conversation. I truly hope this helped somebody. All the stuff we talked about, man. Just live your life, man. Have fun. Enjoy
Yes.
yourself, man. Keep negativity from around you, man. That's all I got to say.
And if you feel, like you ain't got nobody, you do.
Facts.
If you feel like you don't, you feel like you ain't enough, you are. You more than.
I know.
So like, yeah, man. Don't let the moment ruin your life. Don't make your reality the reality. Everybody did it. It's like a spill of milk, right? It's life, live, learn. Whatever you. This is the crazy thing. I'm talking junk about Ray stealing my quote over there. I ain't steal it. You got to think. Nobody has it done. It ain't the first no more. Somebody else had done it, right? We all just putting our little own ism on it.
Right.
Shout out to E40 the Bay. We all put our own little extra, our own swag on it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, yeah, again, you are enough. Had a conversation. People love you. Seek that love.
Go be great.
Thanks for tuning in on another episode of Work Wednesdays. We'll see you guys next week. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Much love, people.